expiring today. This as the Trump administration indicates that it might extend the agreement by another year. However, it seems like South Africa might be excluded from AGOA as the country makes last-minute efforts to remain part of the duty-free trade program. For more on this, we joined this afternoon by Dr. Sunday Uhuene, an independent consultant on agricultural value chain systems. Doctor, very good afternoon to you. Good to have you with us on Africa in Business.
Good afternoon. It's my pleasure to be with you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Let's start off with a look at Lesotho. You'll remember that following their visit to Washington, they got an indication that Donald Trump's administration is open to extending AGOA. Will other countries be able to find their way back into AGOA? Your thoughts?
Well, I have a very strong position on AGOA as a consultant in my own rights. In the first place, AGOA is a decision of the Parliament of the Americas for Africans to bring their products to sell on their streets. To the best of my knowledge, there has not been a proper, appropriate response from African countries or from the African Parliament itself to engage with the American Parliament on this AGOA issue. So now, where we are now, the decision is in the hands of America to decide to continue or not to continue, because I don't even know if Africans want it to continue. I know some countries want it, or some individuals want it to continue, but as a person, it's not a good image for Africa for America to be making decisions and then imposing or pushing it on Africa, and then we just swallow it hook, line, and sinker.
What we have seen, what we have seen, Doctor, is a number of countries still advocating for AGOA and wanting to continue benefiting from the duty-free, imports in or exports into America, imports into America, exports from their own countries. So if AGOA is not renewed, which countries would stand to lose out the most?
Well, if we decide to put our house in order, I expect that if America needs our products, they should look for it. We should put our house in order. We should put a list on the products that we are proficient in producing. For example, instead of sending cocoa beans to America, I know they take a lot of it from us, we should produce the chocolate. And you see America running to buy the chocolates from us.
That really
the problem is that we are not organized at home.
And that
we are
really
begging America. Yeah.
No, I'm agreeing with you, Doctor, because that really seems to be the trajectory that many countries are going to now. It's part of the entire beneficiation, concept and move, making sure that they're not just exporting their raw material, but are now able to export a finished product. But isn't this a little bit too little, too late for the African continent to now starting implementing this?
If African countries do not start it now, they will never start. AGOA was established 25 years ago. I knew about it. I saw it as an opportunity. I was in the presidency working. I saw everything as an opportunity for Africans to sell on the streets of America the way we do in my own country. But we were not able to put our acts together and take over the market on the streets of America. By now, it should be America complaining that we are too many on their streets selling one thing or the other. But we never took advantage of that. So at the end of the day, I have a feeling that if we put our house in order, America will be the one coming to beg for these products from Africa.
And are we doing that as a continent?
Yes, let us, just like Trump says America first, let us say Africa first, and let us stay in-house and fix our products. Let us have a list of commodities which we want to sell to America, and then we fix the final products and make sure that we tell them that it's available here. If they don't come, we consume it ourselves because we are also hungry and poor. Let us achieve food sovereignty in Africa, especially in agriculture. And then before we think of all this foreign trade, we don't know who is even benefiting. It looks like America is the beneficiary instead of Africa itself. So they put us on the defense as if we are the ones that need the trade. They don't need it. But if we put our house in order, I believe that Americans will be the one who will be begging for the products because we know what they are taking from here, even if it's mineral resources.
So, Doctor, the AU Kampala Declaration strategy on CAADP 2026 to 2035 is set to kick off in around 3 months' time. How ready is the continent to start without AGOA?
You see, I have been part and parcel of CADEP, the Comprehensive Africa Agricultural Development Program, from the inception. And I know how far we had gone. And I know the obstructions and the distractions that came along the line. I know that, we had the Maputo Declaration in 2003 and the Malabo Declaration in 2014. From 2003 to 2014, there was a lot of progress made in many countries. But from 2014 to 2025, which is for Malabo Declaration, there was a lot of confusion. There was no implementation. In fact, I could say it's a failure because more people have gone into poverty and hunger over the period for one reason or the other, even if it's insecurity and other things. But the truth is that more people, millions, have gone into poverty and hunger. Instead of having hunger or having the poverty in Africa, more people went into poverty.
We'll leave it at that for this afternoon, Dr. Sunday Uhuene. Thank you so much for your insight as well as your perspectives as AGOA comes to an end today. And the question is, will South Africa be a part of that? And what is Africa doing to become more self-sufficient and not so reliant on the United States? We thank you for sharing your insight today. That's Dr. Sunday Uhuene, an independent consultant on agricultural value chain systems. He takes us to exactly 24 minutes after 4 p.m.
Africa